Running out of resin when you misjudge the amount of resin left in the tank to print your project. Wasted time, wasted material. We all been there. This might be your solution to avoid such mistake. Hello everyone, I am Dennys, and this is Autofill from Monocure3d. Automatic resin management system. It can fill your resin, cycle it, and empty the tank with timeout and triple sensor to prevent overflowing. Autofill is a kit that you need to DIY build it on your own. Everything is in this box. The resin to print the casing, a snack to help you enjoy the process, the pump, and the rest of the electronic parts. Monocure provide you with this tensile plus resin to print the casing. When I learned about this, I asked a very stupid question to Monocure3d. Why not print the casing using FDM? I think you guys know the answer to why. The first step is printing this calibration model from Autofill. Make sure the plug sits flat with the hole. Simple. If it's too high, overcure. If it's too low, undercure. Luckily, I got it on first try at 2.8 seconds on 50 micron layer height. The casing 3D model has flat orientation, and here is why we try to avoid flat orientation if possible. Not that you cannot print with flat orientation, it is just more difficult. My bottom exposure is already as low as 10 seconds, and I still having difficulty remove the model from the plate. So I use heat gun to help remove it from the plate, and I still need to exert lots of force. But at least nothing breaks. Tensile plus resin is very sensitive. The suggested bottom exposure is 25 to 35 seconds. Maybe my leveling is that good, so I can use 10 seconds bottom exposure. The second part of the casing is easier to remove. I don't need the help of heat gun. The last part is where I have the most fun. I already lowered the bottom exposure to 8 seconds, still unable to remove it cleanly as single part. Some even break. So I've been thinking, if Monocure approve it, maybe I will share the pre-supported model of the casing. But it is still early. Things might still change, cause in the process of making this video, the Kickstarter for Autofill is not even launched yet. My OCD cannot accept this defeat, so I tried again with more heat gun and more patience this time, and still fail. But at least this time it is much better. According to the info that I have at this moment, for early bird there will be extra team casing that you can print. This makes things much more fun. Instead of just a boring casing, I can choose the casing team that click with me. Part 1 of the casing has area that need to be removed. The top separation is clear. It is suggested to remove them before curing, but I find it easy to remove even after curing. But at the bottom, they are fused even with 10 seconds exposure. In my opinion, this large area at the bottom doesn't need to be printed at all. But luckily, I have just the perfect tool to remove it. This last part, where I put the most effort to satisfy my OCD. I'm not even sure if it's necessary to print it. Maybe Monocure wants to know my experience dealing with this last part. This part is supposed to be the casing of the sensor and the tube. Because in this plastic clip, I find that the sensor and tube casing already assembled. This next part of the video is just me assembling the casing and electronic. Hopefully this part can help those that might need it. You can skip ahead if you just want to see how Autofill perform. The sensor and the tube part can be fixed on your printer with double tape. Lower your plate to make sure you have enough clearance and make necessary adjustment. Also, make sure the sensor do not touch the tank. That could cause error for the sensor. Okay, in this video, my tube direction is wrong. I got the left and right wrong. Sorry. But I am too lazy to reshoot this part. The correct flow as per video angle. Left is output and right is input. Wanna remove the tank but afraid the sensor got in the way? Watch this. Monocure3d already figured this out. The sensor can easily snap in place using magnet. Even without seeing where I place the sensor, it just snapped in place. Autofill has manual mode as default every time you turn it on. Then you can choose auto mode for the autofill, auto cycle, and auto empty. The interface menu is simple and very intuitive. The switch at the top is for manual mode, plus to fill the resin tank, minus to empty the tank. I have done the dry test to make sure everything works well. Now, it is time to fill the tank with resin. I have experience making my own resin tank filler and auto empty before. But the pump that I use is lame. It is painfully slow. On the other hand, autofill is fast. This video is not speed up, it is real time. The timer safety is a very good precaution to avoid overfill. And the sensor is top notch. It stopped pumping when the resin touched the sensor. Last test before final test print is the empty function. No complaint, it works very well. And it is very useful to empty large printer like Mega 8K because emptying a large tank like Mega is such a hassle and very high risk of spilling the resin. Now, I am going to print this base that I already prepared. Definitely the amount of resin in the tank is not enough. I can easily tell by dipping this silicone spatula. I understand now why autofill only pump very little amount of resin. It is to avoid triggering the third safety sensor because the resin level will raise when the plate fully dipped in the tank. About 30% progress. The resin level remains the same. On 76% progress, still the same resin level. On 97%, still the same resin level. And after the print completed, the resin remained at the same level. Before anyone asks, yes, even without modding my printer cover and letting the cover rest on top of the tubing, autofill still works just fine. The tube quality is good. It has the firmness to withstand printer cover weight and good flexibility for easy assemble. If you guys want to find out more about autofill Kickstarter, I put the link in video description. What do you guys think about this autofill from Monocure3d? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you everyone for watching and see you guys in the next video.